Geography, Chapter 9, Physiography of India. First part, Location and Extent. Welcome to NIOS. In this video, we are going to learn about location and extent. Let us understand physiography. It means the study of physical characteristics. So here, the physical characteristics of India will be studied. This means the location of India, its extent, its neighbors, and the mountains, plains, plateaus, and rivers present in it. In this video, the location and extent of India has been explained. As we all know, every country and place has a fixed place or location in the world and map. Location can be understood in terms of two ways. The first is absolute location and the second is relative location. Let us understand what we mean by absolute location, and after that we will understand relative location. Let us understand what do we understand by absolute location and relative location. Absolute location is given in degrees of latitude and longitude. And the second type of location, its name is relative location. Relative location depends upon point of references. For example, near some place or it is farther from some place. So this way we can understand the relative location of any place. So now we have understood that there are two ways of locating any place. The first one is absolute. So this is mathematical. We understand the degrees of the place. And the second is relative location. Now let us see a globe. You must be thinking, what is a latitude and longitude? Or in other words, what are these long lines and straight lines? Actually, these are the imaginary lines drawn on the globe to know the exact location of the country or any place. The east to west lines are known as latitude and the north to south lines are known as the longitudes. There are two standard latitudes and longitudes for the purpose of understanding. And we all must remember this if we want to understand the absolute location. We were discussing about two standard latitudes and longitudes. So, one is the equator. You can see in the video that runs east to west and divides the earth into two equal parts, northern and southern hemisphere. The second one is the prime meridian at the Greenwich in England. That runs from north to south in direction and divides the earth in two equal parts, eastern part and western part. Or you can also say eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. All the other latitudes and longitudes are understood in reference to these two standard lines and are explained in terms of degrees, as we can see in any absolute location figures. We all know that equator is 0 degree latitude. All other latitudes are measured north and south of it, with the closest latitude measuring 5 degrees and the farthest is 90 degrees or the pole. So, the nearest latitude north of equator will be 5 degree north latitude. You can see, while the farthest will be 90 degrees north latitude or to the North Pole. Similarly, the nearest latitude in the south of equator will be 5 degrees on the south direction latitude, while the farthest latitude will be 90 degrees south latitude, that is South Pole. Similarly, now we have understood about the latitude. We can now understand the longitude in a similar way. Prime meridian is the 0 degree longitude. The nearest longitude in the east to it will be 5 degree east longitude. And the farthest will be 180 degree east. West of the prime meridian has similar measures. So now we have understood about the latitude and longitudes. Also, we have understood about the equator. Similarly, we have understood about the prime meridian. Now let us understand the extent of India. Do you know the absolute location of India? Let us now understand the extent of India. The Indian mainland extends between 8 degree 4 minutes north to 37 degree 6 minutes north latitudes, occupying about 3214 kilometer. And if we see in the longitudinal area, its longitudinal spread is from 68 degrees 7 minutes east to 97 degree 25 minutes east longitudes, which is approximately about 2933 kilometer. India lies entirely in the northern hemisphere and eastern hemisphere. This is the absolute location of India in the world. You can see this in the globe. Due to the vast expanse of the country, when the sun rises in Arunachal Pradesh, it is still dark in Gujarat. And there is a time gap of 2 hours between the eastern and the western part of the country. You can see the Tropic of Cancer. This is 23 degree 30 minutes north. This passes through the center of the country and it divides the country into almost two equal parts. North of this latitude is North India and south of it is known as South India. So we can say that Tropic of Cancer divides India into two equal parts. If we see the longitude lines, we can see the standard meridian of India. This is 82 degree 30 minutes east longitude lines. This passes through the place Mirzapur of Uttar Pradesh. This is also known as standard meridian of India. It cuts the country almost from the middle, dividing it into east and west part. India accounts for 2.42% of the total world land area. So learners, in this video we learned about globe, the absolute location and relative location. We also learned about the prime meridian and equator. We also learned about the Tropic of Cancer and Standard Meridian of India. I hope you understood it well. If you have any query, you can send us email at signlanguage@nios.ac.in. Also, for more videos, you can visit our website www.nios.ac.in. Thank you.